Hello everyone, very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica and yes, I look crazy. I haven't done my base yet, so we're gonna do that today. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy. And here on my channel is all about makeup. It's makeup content. I post 3 videos a week and as I said, it's all about makeup, relax, having a good time. So if you enjoy that, don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below. But with that being said, let's go into this video and put some makeup on. So yeah, I've done my eyes. I have filmed this look. I'm just doing a look with my multi-chromes from Cleonad. I have a video. It's not up yet, but it will come, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna swatch all my Cleonad and I've done this look. But we need to do the base. I have a new foundation here and I'm so excited. I am going to do a wear test. I'm gonna see how it looks throughout the day, and yeah, we're gonna test it out. So it's from bareMinerals. This is the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. So it's a stick foundation, and I have a stick foundation from Revolution that I really like. So I like the concept of a creamy stick foundation, and this is how it looks. The packaging is very nice. It looks very luxurious. It is quite expensive. It is $33 US. I have mine in buttercream number 3. Here what the packaging looks like. When I got it, it's like, is this the foundation? It looks so small. I mean, it's super small, but I mean, let's see how much we have here. If I just, oh my god. Okay, we have this kind of amount of products. I am very excited. I don't know if this is too light for me. We'll see. We can always bronze up the face, or if it's too dark, it can always conceal and so. But let me tell you about this foundation then. So this is a clean water-based liquid foundation in a stick, and this is SPF 25. So it's good. It's hydrating, it's medium buildable coverage, and it has a radiant finish. And this is supposed to melt into your skin and not be like cakey. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want. So I am very curious to see this, how this looks and how it performs. I have another foundation from bareMinerals from before, and it's their original foundation, the powder foundation. This is so good, the mineral foundation. I use this in top of another foundation, so that's how I use it, but you can use it on your own as well. And this is also SPF I don't know, is it, yeah, 15, but this has 25 and it's great. So I just have moisturizer on. Maybe I should put like half my face with a primer and half of my face with no primer. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna use primer actually today. I'm gonna zoom you guys in though. So now you are a little bit closer, and I'm gonna use a foundation brush and a sponge. So I'm gonna use this on this side and this on this side. And I'm gonna use the 106 buffing foundation brush from Flare. And let's see. I'm so curious about this foundation. I love to test out new foundations. So, ooh. It's very creamy. Oh my god, it's so creamy. It feels really nice. Good start. So I'm gonna use the brush to buff this in to see how. Is it the brush or does it have a scent to it? It feels almost like that my other stick foundation. I'm just gonna, yeah, it doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell good at all, but I mean, I don't care about that if the foundation is good. This blends out like a dream, guys. Okay, you can see the shade is really good for me right now. Can you see? It just blended really nice, and you can see my freckles. So definitely a very light coverage with one layer. I'm gonna put another layer because it says it was a buildable and buildable, and you can actually get it to a medium. But this was so easy. Oh my god, this was so easy to blend out. Let's see how it is with the sponge, because with this kind of formula, I think a brush is really nice. I have to take a look. Oh, this is so creamy. So let's use this one then. Let's just buff it in with this. This also does work. But it's a little bit harder with a sponge when it comes to this kind of stick foundation formula, I think. I think you get more coverage with the brush side rather than this side. I don't know, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Now I'm just gonna do like this. So we need some more coverage here just to see how much we can get. So I'm gonna do another, I don't know how much. You can see I take this much, and I'm gonna take the brush on this side. This smell though, I'm not a big fan of this smell. I can explain. Oh, it's something like, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure, but I hope it's not the brush. Maybe it's the brush. No, I can feel it on this one. Maybe it's a combination. I don't know if brushes can smell. Can they? Do you know? So let's just buff it in. Oh, this feels so nice. I love it has like 25 SPF 25. It is so good. Look at this. Yeah, this looks like skin, guys. So how does it feel? It is a little bit tacky. It is a little bit tacky, and we'll see if that like sets itself or we need to go in with maybe a powder. But I feel like now we have kind of a medium coverage. Would we say that maybe? Because it's more covered here than here. So with 2 layers, I think they're right, a medium coverage. So let's do like this, and we need to, this is so creamy, guys. It doesn't feel greasy either, because stick foundations, I've heard, I just have one, and that one is a little more greasy, like a little more greasy than this one, the Revolution one. This one is not that greasy, but it is very creamy. So I feel like you need to like that. Like a very creamy foundation. I feel like this is very natural. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so we can look up close. Now we are very up close here, and this is the brush side. Where I use the brush. I mean, you can see my freckles, but it has like even out my skin very nicely. And this is with a sponge. So I think this looks really nice. I mean, the real test will be when I check in, because I'm gonna check in with you guys. This is a wear test. This is a wear test with this foundation, and I'm a little bit afraid maybe it's gonna like wear off, like disappear, fade away very quickly. I don't know. I just have a feeling because it is a stick foundation and it's very creamy and it doesn't have that much coverage. So yeah, but we are going to put on some concealer, and maybe I can just put a powder as well, just to set everything a little bit. And yeah, maybe we should just do that so we can see. And I'm gonna finish off my eyes here as well. Just gonna put some concealer. This is just from She Glam. I really like this concealer. It's super cheap. This is in Cotton Candy, and it's the 12 hour full coverage foundation. No, full coverage concealer, I mean. Oh, okay. And the finish, I totally forgot to tell you guys what I think. It says it would be a radiant finish, Radiant isn't that very dewy, or maybe not, but it is a very natural finish, I would say. Not super glowy, but I mean, it's not matte. It actually feels like my skin, how my skin looks, like my skin. And so very like natural. You can definitely see I have like foundation on. It looks natural, but I mean, it kind of sets a little bit in the lines here. I can see that now. It actually looks a little bit cakey here. I don't know if I'm really, like, maybe I'm very dry there, so that's why. I'm gonna put some finishing powder. I'm gonna take this high glass powder from NYX, and we're just gonna set this a little bit here. And under my eyes, I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury airbrushed flawless powder. Just a little bit. Maybe I'm just gonna finish up with some bronzer, and I'm gonna use the Kiko Milano blush and Ofra highlighter, and then I'm going to finish up my eyes, and then we can see how it looks after that, and then I'm gonna do some check-ins with you guys. So now I'm back, guys, and let's see how this foundation is looking. I mean, it hasn't been that long, so I mean, but now we have all the products on. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I think you can see me a little bit better, a little bit up close. Now when I have all the powder products on, I feel like it looks really nice. I mean, it looks very, very natural. I mean, it felt a little bit tacky, and still I can feel it a little bit because I don't like to set my whole face with a lot of powder. So maybe that's why, but you can see it's very like, now I have highlighter on, but it was a very natural glow to the skin. And the cakiness, I have had problem with that with other foundations, like over here. I think I'm very dry here. So that's why it like cakes up. You say that it feels like it looks cakey up here. Now though, with some powder, it actually melts in really nicely. And yeah, it has synced into this like very heavy thick line here, but I mean, it's nothing I mean, what doesn't, I don't know. Maybe it has synced in a little bit here. But overall, it looks good. I'm very curious to see in the next check-in if it has faded. So yeah, I'm gonna put some fixing spray on, and then next time you see me, I'm gonna check in, and it has been a few hours. Now I'm here for the first check-in, guys. It has been 8 hours since I applied this foundation. So let's take a look, guys. I think it looks good. I'm gonna like zoom you guys in as well, but just looking at this, it feels like it has melted into the skin really nicely from the first, you know, application until now, and it feels like it's a little more shiny on my skin right now. So I feel if you are a little bit oily in your skin, maybe this is not the foundation for you, because I can definitely feel like my forehead here and also here that I am a little more oilier. But for me, it's okay. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So now you can see up close. I feel like this area doesn't look cakey anymore. So I don't know why. Maybe it just has, as I said, melted into the skin a little bit better. And I think it looks very, very natural. It has faded over here. I mean, it always does that. So that's not a surprise for me. And overall, I think it looks great. I mean, it has faded here as well, but I mean, as I said, overall, I think this looks good. The only thing though is that it feels a little more, like a little bit oily right now. And if you are like a drier skin type, if you have dry skin, maybe this is a great foundation for you. I have like a normal skin. I can be a little like oily here in the T-zone, so that's why I feel like this area here, but I can just powder a little bit. That will not be a problem, and it's not super oily. It's not super oily, but if you are an oily skin type, I think this will feels like it's very oily during the day, but for me it just feels like really nice. It feels really good, this foundation. It looks super natural and I really like that. And yeah, I'm just gonna zoom you guys out again. So okay, so overall I think it looks good. I'm very impressed. I mean, it's not like mind-blowing, this foundation, but I wanted to try out like a stick foundation that works for me. I think this one may work for me actually, so I'm gonna see in a couple of hours and I'm gonna check into you one last time and we're gonna see how it looks then. Now I'm here for my last check-in. It has been 12 hours, guys. 12 hours of this foundation and this makeup on, and I haven't touched up anything, so just so you know. And how does it look? It feels like it has faded away a lot, but you can't really see it because it has faded away very evenly, so I don't mind that. I mean, everything fades on me. If you're new here, everything fades on me, every foundation. So over here it has faded, and a little bit here and here and here, but overall it still looks good. I mean, it doesn't look uneven or anything or cakey. The only thing though, as with the first check-in, is I feel like it's a little bit oily, a little bit all over. But yeah, if this would be like a normal day, I would maybe touch up a little bit with powder just to try to get this oiliness down a little bit. But now when I want to test it out, I just want to see how it looks not doing that. And it still looks good, guys. But I mean, as I said, if you have oily skin, I don't think this is the foundation for you. Usually I think these stick foundations are a little more creamier, a little more greasier. This one, I couldn't feel it's greasy, but I can definitely feel now that it is a little bit oily. But I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see. So here is the foundation up close. I mean, it looks good. I think it looks good. I mean, I think, yeah, I just think it looks very natural and not cakey at all. It just feels very glowy, very glowy, just because it feels a little bit oily, but it's nothing that I feel like would be a problem, not for me anyway. But as I said, if you have oily skin, maybe this is not for you. If you have dry skin, maybe this is a foundation for you. I really like this. This first impression, I really like this. I mean, it looks super natural, and this is like a foundation I want to have when I go to work. And now when the sun is coming out a little bit more, because it has SPF 25, I think it's great. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use this more and I'm gonna come back to you in another video just to tell you how I feel about this foundation when I've used it for a while, because this is a first impression, don't forget that. So you can't like base a first impression, like I can't give you a review of this foundation, but for a first impression I feel like I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm happy with the result after 12 hours and how it applied and how it looked during the day. And yeah, that was it, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. And as I said in the beginning, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and these kinds of videos. I love to do them. But yeah, I hope I see you in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.